You know, this is a serious matter when you see so many low birth rate articles coming out. Now, somebody was asking me how come I do so many low birth rate and no deaths. The bottom line is you have a channel just like I do. If you want to hear about deaths, then I would suggest you do videos on that. But on my channel, I do low birth rate. So, that being said, this came out August 1st, 2019. Insider birth rates are at an all time low in the US, and experts fear it could turn the country into a demographic time bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, you can clearly tell this is really impacting the US a lot because of the frequency that you see these articles coming out in over the past actually year. They were coming out quite often in 2017 too. Birth rates. So now they're saying fewer and fewer American women are giving birth, and that could become a huge problem for the United States. New data from the National Vital Statistics System found that as of 2018, the birth rates in the United States has reached an all-time low, with 59.1 births for every 1,000 women between the ages of 15 and 44. In 2017, the rate was 60.3 births for every 1,000 women in that age range. Experts fear this decline could make the United States a demographic time bomb, a phenomena where fertility rates decrease while life expectancy increases. If this trend continues, there won't be enough young people to support both the economic and people in older generations who continue to live longer and longer. At its most extreme, demographic time bombs could lead to the eventual extinction of a country's population, researchers say. And that is really key to the whole thing, y'all. What's going on this planet is a natural extinction. It's something I'm sure if we looked far enough in history, you'll see other groups that just naturally died out. And that's what we're seeing today. According to gynecologist Dr. Eve Fenberg, the record low birth rate in the United States is largely due to women waiting to get pregnant later in life and the lack of information about how fertility works. People overestimate the success of fertility treatment, Dr. Feinberg told Insider. While it is successful, it has limitations at older ages. On average, American women are having their first child at an older age than they once did. In 2018 report from the National Vital Statistics System found that between 2007 and 2017, the age women first gave birth increased by 1.3 years in rural counties, 1.5 years in small or medium counties, and 1.8 years in large metro counties. Overall, the average first birth age for women was 23.2 years old in 2007, which then increased to 24.5 years in 2017. As more women put off their first pregnancy, that could have unintended yet serious implications. We're seeing more infertility with first child and second child pregnancies, Dr. Feinberg said. Dr. Feinberg believes this infertility issue stems from an over reliance in fertility treatments like in vitro fertilization, where a woman's eggs and a man's sperm are removed from their bodies so the egg can be fertilized in a lab. Women who delay pregnancy may assume the availability of IVF or other fertility options mean they'll have no trouble getting pregnant when they're ready. But that's not the case. While IVF is successful, it has limitations at older ages. So they're saying it's not really useful at the age of 44. Now, I did a story a year ago. A woman had froze her eggs. She was ready to get pregnant, and all of the eggs were bad. All of them. And there have been power outages at these clinics, and they have to dispose all of the sperm and eggs that were damaged just from a power outage. So there's no guarantee that this will work just because they have the money to do it. Rather than put the focus on IVF, Dr. Feinberg said more women should be educated about and consider freezing their eggs, a process that involves retrieving eggs from a woman's uterus when she's fertile but not ready for pregnancy, and then freezing those eggs for future use. Right now, Dr. Feinberg's average egg freezing patient is about 38 years old, but the ideal age to freeze eggs is by 35, when female fertility starts to naturally decline. Unfortunately, the lack of education about fertility preservation options means many women don't learn about their options until they're past their egg freezing prime. Younger patients don't want to think about it, and older may think about it when it's too late, Dr. Feinberg said. If more women freeze eggs and freeze a lot at a young age, that could be a game changer. Wow. You know, these women, so you don't have any natural form of a woman getting pregnant? I mean, everything got to come down to being done in a lab? Oh, that sucks. Still egg freezing isn't a pregnancy guarantee. In fact, there's just a 2% to 12% chance for a frozen egg to create a baby, even if it was frozen from a woman under 38 years old, according to the American Society of Reproductive Medicine. Although the record low birth rate has the potential to create serious societal problems down the line, there is one important positive to the decline in birth. It reflects that there are fewer teen pregnancies. Well, that's been for quite some time, though. I mean, I don't really see a lot of teens walking around pregnant. And the people that claim they do, I really believe they're lying. In ages of 15 to 19, the birth rate, it decreased 7% from 2017 to 2018. In 2017, there were 18.8 births per 1,000 women, while in 2018, there were 17.4 births per 1,000 women. Decrease in birth rates also signals a rise in reproductivity autonomy for women, who are more likely to feel parenthood is a choice, not an obligation these days. Well, a lot of people, you're seeing more and more articles of people of childbearing age saying they are much happier without even being married and having children. They take care of themselves and they are happy with that. And of course, you still see the couples that are struggling to have babies. But, just from what I'm gathering, a lot of people that are single are very content that they don't have a family to take care of because of what they feel is a financial burden that it causes for them. So attitudes have definitely changed towards having babies in the US, and there's a lot of things that have never been addressed as far as these young people having families and getting married and everything. But I blame it on the US for making such a family unfriendly environment and making it seem like a career should be placed ahead of everything else. That is what you've driven home all these decades. And now people are doing that, and now you're whining about them not having babies. I guess you just can't have the best of both worlds. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.